It's amazing. You can stop there for a second in the field. You don't see any flies, but as soon as you stop, there's loads of these horse flies, deer flies, 𝙌𝙀𝙀𝙎𝙏 swarming around you. And I got bitten again. So welcome to another run. We're out running at the cottage on the gravel roads. I don't know if you can see, but these deer flies, they've got this good trick. They don't leave you alone when you start moving. They do follow you. I think it's the carbon dioxide that we breathe out. That's their sense. And they follow you. So what's the purpose of today's run? Well, that's a topic I want to kind of discuss and share a little bit more with you, because I think it's a really important question that you should be asking yourself and you're running. Another question that I'm asking myself is, how long can a deer fly or 𝙌𝙀𝙀𝙎 fly without stopping? Who can run further, Marc or Bug? Hopefully they do have a maximum fly time like my drone. Now that one time you're grateful for a headwind, that I think has got rid of the flies. I just bumped into Emma. Well, we didn't actually bump into each other, I ran past her, and she's doing exactly the same purpose run as me today, and that is running away from those 𝙌𝙀𝙀𝙎. So maybe let's stop being so dramatic about those flies and talk about what I was talking about, the purpose of the run. Now, I'm not talking about the purpose that you run. So like, do you run for fun, for fitness, because you want to win races? That's a completely different topic. I've actually touched on that before. If I can find a video, it's linked up here, but we can also do it another time again, because those things evolve. What I'm talking about is the purpose of your daily run. What are you doing it for? So for instance, for me, like in a training cycle, what we're talking about is, what does that run help you do? Every run has a purpose, be it an easy run, a track session, a long run. They all have different value. Okay, I think it's going to be a little bit easier to explain if I give you a real life example of what I'm doing with my 3 days on and my rest days as well. And for the eagle-eyed viewers of you, yes, it's a different day. I'm back in Helsinki. So let's use the example of my week. Here, this is what I'm doing. 3 days on and rest day. 3 days on, rest day. Repeat that cycle. And each of these runs has a specific meaning. So the first run, what does that mean? It's an easy run usually, and that is to prepare myself for the harder day, to get the body system all moving and everything. And what I tend to do on these runs is throw in a few strides at the end of the run, and this way it just gets the motor really going, get the muscles are warmed up, and it's good to get a little bit of speed, get the neuromuscular pattern working, and that really helps to kind of build stronger muscles and create better form and improve your running. Then we move on to the next day, a session. Well, a session is there for a different purpose. So you can have hill repeats, you can have an anaerobic kind of session, threshold and tempo, you can have fartlek, whatever it is. Each of those different kind of sessions will have a different kind of purpose, and I think a variety, and that could be a long run as well. So those are like a variety of kind of like an intense effort, or an effort that you're going to give that will sap a little bit more energy from your body. Then we can talk about the day after. What would the day after be, the session day? Well, that's another easy run to get the body moving, to make sure everything's going good. And on that one, we're not going to add any more stress to it. So look, I'm not explaining in this situation to give you ideas to follow my exact pattern, but I'm just trying to explain that every run, be it an easy run, the strides, the session, they all have different meanings. So today for me is actually a recovery rest day. And why am I running? Well, actually I'm finding by doing like a small jog, 5 kilometers or half an hour, it's really good for me. It's good for the body. It helps flush out those waste products that the body's been building up when you've been doing those hard runs. And it's good to keep it nice and easy, to not add any stress, but help the body recover, not reproduce, and be ready for the next day. Plus, I think being outdoors and running is just good for the mind, it's good for the body, and helps you sleep well. And it's something I love to do, so I think it's a sane and sensible idea. So I think it's a really important question that you can be asking yourself. What is the purpose of the run that you're doing on that day? It could be like, you know, you're coming from an injury, kind of recovery period, and you're doing a lot of easy runs, and that's perfectly fine. But they have a purpose. Each run has a specific purpose. It's to help you with your rehab or whatever it may be. Yeah, so you might be doing those strides. The strides are there to help you improve your form, increase your cadence, whatever it is. And you've really got to look at the training plans that you get. If you've bought like an online training plan, sometimes you need to question the things and think why and what is the purpose. And I think that really helps you give 100% to that training day or to that effort that you're doing. So the easy run that you have on your schedule for today, you know, it can, even if you're feeling good, it can help you if you ask those questions to yourself to hold on the reins and say, hey, look, I've got interval session tomorrow. Today is meant to be just prepping me so that I can give my best effort for the interval session. And the easy run is just to help prime your body ready for what you want to do. Right, I'm getting a little bit wet, and the reason why I am out running is just to move the body a little bit and not to stand here and get soaking wet. Sometimes some of the most simplest of questions can bring the most provocative ideas to your mind and help you realize some big things. So I just wanted to share that with you. Hope you've enjoyed my 2 runs. I've enjoyed doing them. Like the video if you'd liked it and the message. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, but I'm pretty sure you are. And we'll see you in the next video.